Lawrence responded to criticism he received for saying he didn't need football in an interview with Time. Lawrence said, quote, "It's just kind of the way things are now. It's just what can people find to get mad about, to criticize. If people still want to have an opinion on the way I think and the way I live, I don't really care. No matter what you say, there's always going to be something." So, Shannon, do you like what he said to Time?
Well, Skip, he's trying to put out a fire. He started it. You know, he says he might, hold back on words moving forward. Say what you mean what you say. That's what you said. And when people that's very, very close to you, people are going to assume they're speaking on your behalf. That's just the way it works, Skip. When parents speak, especially in professional sports, they're going to assume that came from the person that plays that sport. That's just the way it is. When your wife says that football is not the end-all, be-all, well, you guys have been together for a long time.
Yep.
I think Ernestine has a good pulse of Skip Bayless. If she were to say, well, undisputed ain't the end-all, be-all, like, whoa, wait a minute, Ernestine. What you mean?
She would say just the opposite.
Exactly. But she has a relationship. She's been around you long enough to know. Well, I would like to think that his fiancée, his wife now has been around him to know. His dad has been around him longer than anybody else. He knows. His coach coached him longer than Dabo. He knows. So, like I said, all I'm saying is that when you say what you said, I don't have a problem with him not having a chip because things have been pretty cushy for him. Dad is well off.
Yep.
He's been the #1 football player in America for a very, very long time.
Since he was in middle school.
Yeah, I don't care anything about the chip, but I need that passion. And passion doesn't have to necessarily be a chip. I need football to be the most important thing in one's life. I'm not saying it's everything, because you're going to have a life outside of football, Skip. But, boy, the greats that I've ever been around and my little self, it was it for me. I mean, I ate, lived, breathed. Football was it. I want to talk about football. That was it. Watch football.
It has to be, or you wouldn't be you wouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
Oh.
It's as simple as that.
It really is.
When you get to this level, the
Yes.
National Football League, it is so supremely competitive that you better be all in, as in obsessed, or you won't rise above the rest.
There are a lot of guys just as talented as you, not yet, Trevor. You're not the most talented guy on the field. Yes.
Because at every step, he has been, as Bucky Brooks just said on our show, he was QB1, right?
Right.
And Bucky knows, he knows Dabo, and I get all that. And he defended Trevor just a few minutes ago on the show, saying, hey, he is super competitive. Dabo will tell you, everybody will tell you, his brother will tell you. And I get all that. But at every step, nobody really challenged him except at their Elite 11 camp. Justin Fields, right down the road, won the MVP. And then Bucky made the point, what happened in their 2 head-to-heads in playoffs? Well, Justin outplayed him both times. Okay, so did that really bother Trevor that much? I don't think so. So what bothers me about this is, what really sticks in my craw, what makes me doubt his intangibles is, now he's trying to undo what he did, as you said.
Yeah.
But it's like he doth protest too much, and the more he talks, the worse it sounds, because he's coming across as very thin-skinned about everything that he said and all the criticism he took, and also a little insecure about it. So he talks out of both sides of his mouth, because he says that if you want to have an opinion on the way I think and the way I live, I don't really care. But all he's doing is caring about it, right?
Yes.
He's publicly caring. And then he drops a hint like, if you don't want a reaction, just don't say anything. Don't talk to anyone in the media.
Right.
So he's now threatening to, well, I just won't talk to you so you can't criticize what I say.
Skip, the media didn't misconstrue his comments. They wrote what you said.
Right.
You could have said, no, I didn't say that. But that's what you said. So how you going to get upset at the media for writing what you said and then the reaction that it garnered? Because we would like to think that our football or basketball or whatever the sport is or whatever the occupation is, that if you're great at it, it's the end-all, be-all. I've never seen anybody not be the end-all, be-all and be great at something. I've never seen that, Skip. Now, I'm not saying that Trevor Lawrence can't change that. I'm not saying that Trevor Lawrence might be the first player that, you know what, I'm going to do 9 to 5. I got to be to work. I'm done at 9. I'm done at 5. I'm in at 9, out at 5. He might be the first guy that can do that. I've never seen it.
Who did you bring up yesterday, or I brought him up first, and who did you shoot down? Jay Cutler from Vanderbilt University.
Yes.
supremely talented.
Yes.
Big, huge arm.
Yes.
Would run over linebackers in
Yes.
college. SEC Player of the Year
Yes.
as a senior at Vanderbilt. What happened?
He didn't love the game.
Didn't love the game. All in on what it took, the sacrifices it took to be great at the
Right.
game. Okay? Well, is that this kid? Maybe. Because
Maybe.
I see the talent is supreme.
Talent is undeniable.
He is effortlessly great at what he does. He has a big arm. He doesn't even look like he's trying to throw it hard, and it comes out hot and hard.
Right.
Okay, I get all that. And he's got athletic ability at 6 feet, 6 inches tall. So is he Justin Herbert? A lot of people think he's a little beyond Justin Herbert, so he is a generational talent.
Right.
And in this league, that gets you where? Nowhere.
It gets you in the NFL.
Yeah, it gets you in, yeah.
But then it's the Skip. Read any book that any great has ever written, and the passion exude through the pages as you read it. It's the most important thing to them. They would die. It is. And to say that, well, if you don't win a Super, what the hell are you playing for? If the Super Bowl is not the end-all, be-all in a team sport of football, what the hell are you playing for? The money gonna come.
If you could walk away from it tomorrow, why are you doing it now?
Yeah.
Right?
Man, I don't, hey, like I said, he might.
After trading him to the 49ers 4 years ago. Patriots insider Tom Curran wrote yesterday that it's not a matter of if Jimmy G gets dealt back to the Patriots, it's a matter of when. He's normally on this stuff, guys. Shannon, after tonight, is Jimmy G a 49er or a Patriot?
Well, Skip, you're hearing that they're trying to work out contract, lower his cap number and things of that nature. But for me, Jimmy would be a great bridge, for one of these quarterbacks. We know they're going to select a quarterback to learn up under for a year and then turn the reins over to him. Or do you trust C.J. Beathard to be that guy, Nick Mullins to be that guy? I think if Kyle thought they were going to be the guy, he wouldn't have moved from 12 to 3. Now, it's being reported also that the Patriots are interested in moving maybe from 15 to 4. Now, if Kyle Shanahan gave up 2 first-rounders and a third to move from 12 to 3, what the hell you think it's going to cost Belichick to move to 15 to 4? It's going to cost him at least that, maybe a second, Skip. That would fly in the very face of everything that we know about Coach Belichick.
And that's to take Justin Fields.
Justin Fields. Okay. But also, Skip, him spending $170 million in free agency flies in the face of everything that we know about Coach Belichick. So considering that he had the type of year that all bets are off. Skip, I'm not used to not making the playoffs.
Yeah.
I'm not used to not going to Super Bowls. I'm not used to being the topic of conversation when it comes to the playoffs. So I'm going to have to do things, that word again, Skip, unconventional. So Coach Belichick might do something out of desperation, but I just don't see it. And considering that the draft class next year, they say, Spencer Rattler, the kid out of Sam Howell, the kid out of North Carolina. You got 5 guys. They got
Spencer Rattler's University of Oklahoma.
University of Oklahoma. And Sam
he has got a live arm. Trust me.
Coach Belichick said, I can't wait till next year. Coach Belichick said, I kind of need to get something done right now because people like Skip Bayless talking crazy about me, talking about I can't coach.
I'm talking truth about him.
Talking about Tom Brady get 85% of the credit.
Correct.
That everybody knows I deserve 60, at least 60% of the credit. So I believe, I'm going to say, you know what, Skip? It's going to be hard for Jimmy G to go back to San Francisco, Skip. After everything Kyle said, I can't promise you we're going to be alive on Sunday. I'll say he gone, Skip. He gone. He's gone.
Okay. I believe that the great Bill Belichick is right now sitting on the hottest seat in the draft because he got called out by his owner.
Yeah, he did.
Who basically said, we have to draft better because they do have to draft better. Because Robert Kraft has learned many years ago, you don't fix it via free agency. No. You build it through the draft.
That's a short-term fix. Yes. That's not sustainable.
Okay. So he let him open the team checkbook and just throw money all over the place. And he overpaid here, there, and everywhere. But you said, well, you just have to.
You got to.
If you're trying to fix the problem, plug the leaks, and you go first in free agency. They went first everywhere they went.
Yeah, Skip, if your toilet's overflowing and you got a leak in your house, you call somebody, you say, I'm charging $200 an hour. Okay, you gonna pay it. You done made the mistakes he made drafting, you gonna overpay.
About a year ago, when you're going to the CVS for Purell, and it says it costs like $12 a bottle,
Yes.
whatever, you just say, okay,
Oh,
I got to have it.
Yes,
Okay, I got it. So Belichick was desperate for Purell.
he was.
And now he's desperate for a quarterback. So Todd McShay's latest mock has Mac Jones, your guy, falling to 15. And would he take Mac Jones? I am not sure about that. It makes sense that he would be the 5th quarterback who was ranked high, who would fall in your lap.
Right.
But you love Mac Jones. Do you think Bill Belichick loves Mac Jones enough to take him if he falls to 15?
I do.
Do you?
I do. I didn't think Mac Jones would be there. But, yes, I think he would. If he fell to him, absolutely. With the connection with Coach Saban and knowing the way Coach Saban is a chip off Coach Belichick's old block, he was a defensive